Hey, in this video, I'm gonna show you how to put up these super simple shelves using plumbing, flanges, and some barnwood. It's really Montana snow fence, which is a really cool product. You're watching TMBRMAN TV. So to start hanging these shelves, I'm actually gonna put some PL behind these plates and some drywall screws. This will make sure it's a very good connection. Here's the first one I put up. So we're gonna map out where to put up all of those flanges first, and then we'll come back and start screwing off our actual bars. All right, now I got all 6 of the flanges up. So we're taking our pipe here. This is a 8-inch pipe, end to end. So once you screw it in, it leaves definitely at least 6 inches is what we need. So we're screwing those off to each flange, and then we'll come back and add a nice cap right there to all of them. Okay, so now we got our 3 rows of pipe up for the shelves. Make sure you let that PL dry before you start loading it up with weight, but you can definitely check level, make sure everything's good. And then we're gonna come back and I'm gonna use some snow fence. It's kind of like barnwood, and cut them to size, put it right on top. All right, we got more of this snow fence right here. It comes from either Wyoming or Montana, which is pretty cool. So I'm cutting it down to size for our shelves at that 31.5. So you can see right there. And then I'm gonna scribe it. All we need is 3 shelves. Cut those out, and we'll take those back down and install them. All right, so here's our piece, and we're not obviously just gonna leave it on there like that. What I like to do is add a little bead of that PL right on the top there, and then on that side, and then just let that sit. That'll create a nice bond and hold these shelves in place. All right, so you can see the bead of PL on both sides. Then we're gonna center up our shelf and then bring it back down. And that's the finished product. Super simple to do. I know you guys can do it. Just make sure you have your cure time on the PL Loctite or whatever adhesive you use. And this is what it looks like. So this is the space where there's nothing under the TV. We gotta hold the sound bar and the Google thing. So we're gonna be putting a floating mantle right here. And that guy's gonna go up right here to hang another guitar, which looks like that. If you didn't see the video on this build, make sure to go back to my playlist and check out that video. This speakeasy area actually came out awesome. Did all the shutters, built all these shelves, these floating shelves with the plumbing over here. I mean, this place is just really cool. So let's start building that guy. We're gonna use that same Montana snow fence. We're gonna cut pieces down to size. This mantle is gonna be 52 inches long. Then we're gonna take it over to the table saw here, set our blade at a 45-degree angle. This way we have a nice miter joint. I already cut one right here so you can see all the way down how that looks. We're gonna repeat that to both top and bottom. I'll show you how to do the sides. All right, so I have the top and bottom ripped down to a 45 on the long ends, but then also on the very ends, 45. This is what's gonna be mounted to the wall as our bracket. So that's gonna be PL and drilled into the studs. Then the idea is that once we finish this like a box, it'll slide right over that and be a nice mantle. All right, so I got that all glued and nailed off with the brad nailer. So you can see I basically made this C channel here. So this would be the top of the mantle, the front and the bottom. The problem is we got to fill these ends here, which has 3 miter cuts and 1 straight edge. So it's a little bit more of a complex cut, but what we're going to do is cut a piece the same as the front in terms of top to bottom length, which will give us this dimension here, and then we got to do our 3 miter cuts to fit in both sides. So here's that end cut that has the 3 miters that's going to cap off this guy. So you can see how that matches up there. Slide it right in, and it's going to be a perfect fit. Nail that off. Then we're going to come around and just soften up these edges, and you got a faux beam mantle, but on the inside it's all hollow. All right, so I have my mount and then the actual mantle right here. So I'm going to put PL across the back of the mount. I've already marked out where center is inside the beam, so you won't see that. And then we're going to put the mount up first, PL, and screw it off into the studs, and then slide our beam mantle right over that. was a super fun build. The cuts can make it seem complex, which it kind of is, but once you get it down, you'll be able to make these awesome floating shelves and mantels. Make sure to leave a comment if you're gonna try this and let me know how it turned out.